Shall we begin the competition? May I call in my partner to please head in. Mas fresh din ako partner, please. Who are you wearing tonight, by the way?
Sir Raymond Cabahag of RC Touch Events and Collection.
Thank you, sir, for your generosity. We are all dressed by Raymond Cabahog tonight. Let's begin the competition. We begin with female candidate number 1. Wala si number 1 absent. Let's proceed to male candidate number 1. Mr. Dieter Buhay. Ayaw ko totoki, sir. Malanay ko, please.
Number 5, sir.
Okay. Mr. Buhay, question is, in your point of view, what makes the teaching profession stand out amongst other professions? Again, in your point of view, what makes the teaching profession stand out amongst other professions?
Thank you for that question. The teaching professions among others professions for several reasons. And while the opinion of this matters may vary. So the most distinctive is impact of the society, where the teachers have the critical role in playing. Where the teachers, so the teachers have the power to inspire, motivate, and guide the students toward becoming responsible and productive citizens. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dieter Buhay. Indeed, that is the role of the teachers. Moving on, let's have female candidate number 2. Kindly pick a number. It's question number 7. Let's give time to our candidates to answer the question, please. And here is your question. As a teacher, what personal strength do you find essential in teaching and why? May I repeat? As a teacher, what personal strength do you find essential in teaching and why?
Good evening, Liloan. Thank you for the question, Sir Alex. It takes a lot of personal strength. It takes every personal strength to become a teacher. Do you agree? And to name a few, that would be adaptability, patience, dedication, and full understanding of the real cost of being a teacher. And the list continues. Those are just some of the many personal strengths that are essential in teaching, most especially in this generation. So, if you are a teacher, that means you have an imaginary cape, that of a superhero. We teachers are superheroes. Why? It is because we teachers shape the learner's future. We always ensure their holistic development. We equip them for the future. We make sure that they are able to face, live, survive, and even triumph the perplexities, complexities, and adversities of the real world. Thank you. Good evening.
Very well said. Candidate number 2. I believe that in everything, no? Kasi asay butang si teacher, she or he is a real hero. Let's proceed to candidate number 2. Please pick a number. How are you doing tonight, by the way?
Capital STRESS. Everybody say,
Stress.
but happy.
Okay, well anyways, Mr. Harina, your question is question number 2. What misconception about teachers would you like to correct? Again, what misconception about teachers would you like to correct?
Mayong gabi sa tanan. The misconception that I would like to correct about teachers is that teachers are the only one in charge of the teaching learning process. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that education starts at home. O ang atong mga ginikanan mao'y unang nagtudlo sa atong mga kabatanunan sa paghigugma o pagrespeto. Busa, kitang magtutudlong liloanon, mga ginikanan, kitang tanan. Let us work hand in hand together for their education and let us continue actively engage and share responsibilities for developing lifelong learners. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Harina. Very well. Let's move on to candidate number 3. Miss Hanamham, your number please. Question number 1. As an educator, which do you prefer? A student who focuses in academics or extracurricular activities? Again, as an educator, which do you prefer? A student who focuses in academics or extracurricular activities?
Thank you for that question, sir. I believe both. Both academics and extracurricular activities are important and crucial to students' holistic development. Academics actually contribute to skills and knowledge, while extracurricular activities also nurtures teamwork, sense of responsibility, and social skills. And a balance of those, we are ensured that we are promoting well-rounded students who are not only academically proficient, but of course, they are sensitive to the needs of the society, fostering qualities of being makatao, makajos, makakalikasan,
The mission of the Department of Education coming from candidate number 3. Let's have the dashing candidate number 3. Sir, you have a lot of fans right there. Sorry.
Yes, Alex, it's actually overwhelming, but I am so much happy to see my students there. And I'm currently doing this for you guys.
Thank you for doing it for the students, Sir Boy. Please pick a number. It's question number 3. What do you think is the biggest problem facing our educational system today, and why?
You know what, Alex? Our country has been confronted with many challenges. And as someone who is a frontliner in education, I would say that the Philippines' biggest educational problem is the deteriorating quality of education. Why? Because we rank the least in mathematics, in reading, and in science. And it is really alarming. In this teaching ministry, I believe that educators need to find the causes of this problem, to revisit the curricular programs and establish their sustainability, and even reflect on ourselves as teachers in terms of our competence, of our dedication, and our commitment. And I believe if educators share the same vision, share the same goal, there is a big hope for the Philippine education to radiate its magnificence to the rest of the world. Thank you.
Take that from candidate number 3, that the education is still bright in the Philippines. Thank you, boy. Let's move on to candidate your question. What are the factors that made you choose to become a teacher? Again, what are the factors that made you choose to become a teacher?
I believe these things inspire me to become a teacher. First is my English instructor in college, which she is the one. She is my inspiration to this profession. And she has this ability to encourage the students. She has this passion and she has this sense of justice that made me, what do you call this? Aspire to be or to bring this one into the classroom. And not just that, I also have this desire to touch the lives of the students and actually to touch the lives in which there are so many students who need love, care, support, and attention. So that's why I'm here, to strive to be that person, to build them up when no one else can. And that's why I am here, and that is why also that I love this teaching profession. Thank you.
Very well, candidate number 4. We are still halfway of the competition, and I'm pretty much sure that our judges is now having a hard time in determining our winners because all of our candidates are very well versed in the Q&A portion. Candidate number 4, please move forward. How are you doing, candidate number 4?
Not very well. I have a sore throat.
Oh, me, I have a feelings for you, Chares. Oy, joke na hanabi si Compresi. Okay, here is your question, candidate number 4. What role do you think education plays in shaping the future leaders? Again, what role do you think education plays in shaping the role of future leaders?
Thank you for that question. I think the impact of the educators to the future leaders cannot be capitalized. Ladies and gentlemen, the goal of education is not just purely on academics, but we are also tasked to inculcate to our students the values, the moral values that we have, so that one day those students who will become leaders will have a heart to hear us. And also, before I leave the stage, I'd like to impart a quote to all of you. An educator is not just teaching. Always remember, my fellow teachers, that education or teaching is the mother of all professions, including governance and leading. And I think that is all that we can be proud of. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 4. Ako gipaningot sa ilang mga answer bells. No? Madam, please approach the microphone for your final question. Are you ready? Ayaw hapa ka, ma'am, kay Maka.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Good. Candidate number 5, here is your question. What is the most difficult situation that you have encountered in teaching, and how did you handle it? Again, what is the most difficult situation that you have encountered in teaching, and how did you handle it?
Thank you for that very nice question. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The most difficult situations I encountered in teaching and how I handle it is, honestly speaking, and not to brag, I do not have any difficulties in teaching. Why I say so? It is because I am confident enough that I have this tact knowledge of the different teaching strategies and techniques and how to handle learners with different or individual attitudes. And also, I am humble enough to follow all the rules and regulations, all the memorandums set by the Department of Education. And with that, I am confident enough to say that I do not have any difficulties in teaching. And I guess that would be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 5. No difficulties in teaching. Me? Yes, I believe. Candidate number 5, Mr. Robert Taljo. Sir, how are you feeling tonight?
Medyo gikulbaan ako sir kay akong partner, no difficulty man ko. No?
The pressure kasi no difficulty, sir. Alright, Robert, here's your question. In your opinion, what is the most significant challenge facing the education system today? And how would you address it? Again, in your opinion, what is the most significant challenge facing the education system today? And how would you address it?
Thank you very much for the question, sir. Maayong gabi sa atong tanan, Liloanon. Salamat kayo sa pagtubag. So, education is one of the keys that opens doors to a better life. As a Liloanon, I find the question very relevant and timely to our community. The most significant challenge that our education system is facing today, in my opinion, is access. Access to education. Currently, Liloan has a lot of elementary schools producing thousands of graduates each year. Yet, we lack secondary schools enough to cater those graduates. With that, as an ambassador of the Department of Education, I will strongly advocate in creating, establishing, and making new high schools in the district of Liloan. We teachers are dubbed as the nation builders. We nourishes the very foundation of this country, the children, our children. Therefore, we should not deny these children one key to success, and that is access to education. Once again, thank you very much, Liloan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Robert Tato, candidate number 5. Moving on with female candidate number 6. Ma'am, here is your question. Are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Alright. Why do you think teachers nowadays choose to work abroad? Again, why do you think teachers nowadays choose to work abroad?
Thank you so much, Sir Alex, for the wonderful question. Undoubtedly, teaching is a noble profession. Teachers are the heroes who shape our young minds into fruitful individuals and hope to the nation. However, teaching is also a job, and teachers need reasonable compensation that would fit the growing needs of their own family. As for the Philippines, salary grade compensation for teachers today, many have been financially compromised and sorted out to salary loan from both public and private loan agencies with high interests. These has caused physical and mental exhaustion that greatly affect our emotional health. Hence, the demand for Filipino teachers abroad through J1 and H1B visas shed light to the Filipino teachers' dream world. Many have ventured into greener pasture, even knowing that they're moving away from their own family, hoping for financial stability and even emotional vigor.
In that case, the Philippine government need to ponder and examine the real cause of this dilemma. And I thank you.
The issues of attrition as candidate number 6 provided all the realistic causes of why teachers work abroad. Hinaot no? Na kita ka dito. Chares! Hinaot no? Feeling lang ta, managhan pa. Let's move on to male candidate number 6. Mr. Gilbert Healy. Sir? Your question is, what can you do to improve the education system in our municipality? Or again, what can you do to improve the education in our municipality?
Thank you so much for that question, Sir Alex. We are thankful and grateful for the support of our local government, our parents, and other stakeholders for ensuring that quality education is a topmost priority in the municipality of Liloan. In fact, we were able to produce graduates, top-notchers, professionals, and citizens who are holistically sound and with good values as well. I want to emphasize the importance of very adequate teaching subjects and good values. We need to enhance the good values of our students for them to be ready when they get out to the real world. For sure, they will be equipped with the necessary all-subject knowledge. But what we need to do is to enhance their ability to adapt and adjust to the things that they will be encountering in the future. As a teacher and as an advocate to equal access to quality education, I strongly believe that with a good combination of knowledge, skills, and values can create a responsible, God-fearing, competitive, kind, and respectable Liloanon. If all of this come together, then the quality of education in the municipality of Liloan will stay strong and high. Once again, padayon of Dasig Magtutudlong Liloanon para sa bata, para sa Liloan. Maayong gabi ka natong tanan.
Para sa bata, para sa Liloan, para sa bayan, that was candidate number 6. Let's move on with candidate number 7. Candidate number 7, please pick your question. Are you ready, Casey, for your question?
Yes, always ready.
Okay. How would you promote the importance of education to young children and their families? Again, how would you promote the importance of education to young children and their families?
Thank you for that question. Parents and learners' involvement in all school activities is my way of promoting the importance of education to our young learners and their families. Because once they are involved, especially our dear parents, they will witness the growth and the development of their children and academics, and also the discovery of new talents and skills. With this, the parents will motivate their learners to go to school and learn because they recognize the importance of education to their lives to become globally competitive and be a reliable person in the society. Thank you and good evening.
Very well said, candidate number 7 with conviction. Let's move on to candidate number 7. personal strength do you find essential in teaching and why? Again, as a teacher, what personal strength do you find essential in teaching and why?
Thank you so much, sir, for that very wonderful question. Well, I think the most essential physical strength our teachers need today is by having a mental and physical health. We cannot deny the fact that sometimes we tend to overdrawn in the sea of a never-ending tasks and obligations. We are plainly teaching in school, but we also have extracurricular activities to do. However, we are not able to give up because we would be able, despite of these challenges, we would be able to address it. How? First, we need to be physically and mentally healthy. First and foremost, you need to be wonderful at all costs. And not only that, sir, we need also to be mentally and physically aware with what we are going to do in all aspects of our lives. And with that, we will be able to showcase to our students that being physically and mentally healthy is the best among the rest. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 7, Mr. James Earl Sungalia. Very well said. Moving on to candidate number 8, the beautiful Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah, your question is, describe a specific memorable experience you had in a classroom setting that profoundly impacted your perspective on learning and personal growth. What lessons do you take away from that experience, and how have they influenced your approach to education and teaching? Do you want me to repeat? Okay.
Thank you for the question, sir. 5 years ago, I was novice in the profession. I was given 26 challenging grade 1 learners without classroom. And as the teacher, I facilitated the learning and constantly nurtured each one of them, despite having classes in the lobby. That inspires me to be more flexible and embrace the system, for I am a teacher and I can make a change. Thank you so much.
A teacher can always make a change. Thank you, candidate number 8. Please step forward, male candidate number 8. So taas kayo. Okay. Your question. The Department of Education released a memorandum stated that no more titles of valedictorian or salutatorian, or no more concepts of top 10. Announcement of students' academic distinctions must be made in alphabetical order, not from highest to lowest category. Are you in favor of this statement? Why or why not?
Thank you, sir. Well, indeed, I am in favor with this that memorandum, because I believe that we are of the same mission. Also, according to Howard Gardner, we have a diversity of learners. Therefore, we teachers must ensure a balance. So yeah, we teachers must ensure the equality of our learners. With that, as an ambassador, I am promoting equality with quality education. And I thank you.
Very well, candidate number 8. The last but not the least, candidate number 9. Ang BFF ng buhay ko. Please pick your number, and by virtue of no choice, this is your question. Mamura para imo yung siguro nga question. If, if you will be crowned Miss Magtutudlong Liloanon tonight, how will you advocate this title in the field of teaching? Again, if you will be crowned Miss Magtutudlong Liloanon tonight, how will you advocate this title in the field of teaching?
Thank you so much for that wonderful question, sir. Good evening, Loli Anon! Lola ni Tubog.
Coach ng Liloanon.
If I were to be chosen as Miss Magtutudlong Liloanon 2023, I will surely use this opportunity to advocate the value of respect, because as you can see, our youth, especially our children, are already hooked with these gadgets, mobile phones, laptops, and forget about respect to the elders, to the humankind. Without respecting to others, you are just disobeying God. Look at you. If you become a doctor, a nurse, an engineer, teachers, because we do respect our chosen career. And I believe that respect begets respect. Thank you.
Respect begets